Alrighty, how's it going, everyone? Hello, I am live. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me double check before I say anything. You can hear me. Cool. Welcome. Happy New Year. How we doing? Hello, Marina. Hello, Doily. Who else is here? But yeah, Happy New Year to you both. Hope you're having a good 2026 so far. Yeah, I'm very glad. I know you. Saw you a few days ago. Issa's a real life friend of mine. Celebrated New Year's together. Oh, hey, look, this is our Canalive City encounter right off the bat. We get a Chimchar. That is actually so useful for this next gym. Firefighting type, like seriously, that is so good. So I'm gonna catch this thing, and you guys can nickname it. Tint, Doily, Issa, and Marina can get in on the naming pool. Alright, hopefully I can catch this thing without too much trouble. It's gonna break out. That's fine. Hello, Juan. Welcome in as well. Good to see you. Yes, yeah, please hop in. I will do the usual wheel as I always do. Yeah, just saw you join chat. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Tint, I haven't seen you in a whole year. I know. It actually has been a while. I haven't streamed since before Christmas. I hope everyone had a lovely winter holidays, whatever you celebrate. I certainly did. That's why I wasn't streaming. Took some nice time off, unplugged from YouTube stuff for a few weeks. Oh, hello, O Creations. Can't stay. Just wanted to say have a good stream. Thank you. Well, thanks for popping in. Hopefully you can stay long enough to nickname this thing if you want. I'm about to run my usual nickname wheel. Would love to have you on it. If not, all good. Thanks for stopping by. So who is here? We have Juan, Issa, Marina, Tint, Doily. That might be it. So hot in Australia. No, I bet it is hot in Australia. I'm sorry about that. Or I guess that's a good thing. I would take that right now over, I bet it's really hot. I don't do well in heat. But yeah, it's like just pouring rain every day here. Super foggy and cold. Kind of a bummer. There you go. Doily, congratulations. Please name this Chimchar. 40 degrees Celsius. Holy shit, that is really hot. Even I know that as an American. Dang. Well, I hope you have air conditioning there. I'm sure you do. But yeah, that must be weird. Like, kind of like... Because you are culturally part of the West, whatever that means. So I'm sure you have a lot of, you know, kind of like Christmas and New Year's celebrations. That must be weird because the aesthetics of those are always kind of wintry, especially Christmas. Hello, Brownie. How you doing? Hello, Asa. How you doing as well? Yeah. Doily, what are we naming this thing? It's up to you, bud. This Chimchar is all yours. Studying for your New York EMT exam. Nice. Well, congratulations. Or good luck, I suppose. I hope you pass. When is the exam? Yeah, Asa, sorry about that. World Leader, you'll be pleased to know, is still alive. She's fine. She is in the box. Just not going to be the most useful against the next gym, I don't think. Or, I don't know. I mean, we have her on standby if we want her. Okay, so don't worry. World Leader will probably come back at some point. But for the next gym, I'm going to be swapping out Gerson for this new Chimchar. Alright. And Doily, this Chimchar, again, can be nicknamed by you. The wheel landed on you. So if you want to nickname it, please do. If not, let me know so I can spin it again for someone else. Yeah, while we wait, Brownie says, how was your holidays? Thank you for asking. It was great. How about you? No, I mean, mine were fine. They were very lovely. Yeah, went to visit my my family in the good old state of California. All right. Doily, I don't know. Maybe I did it so fast that you didn't see. Oh, am I stupid and I didn't switch my screen? That may have been the issue. I don't know. But either way, I spun a wheel and it landed on you, Doily. So this Chimchar is yours. Should you want to nickname it? But yeah. Okay, a lot of family time for you too, Brenny. That's good to know. Family time is always important. Yeah, I had some family time. Had a nice buffet on Christmas. Tried to see fireworks for New Year's with friends, but where I live, it's so Sir Fernando. Interesting. Okay. But where I live, it's so ludicrously foggy this time of year that we literally couldn't see the firework display that was like less than a mile from us on this giant hill overlooking it. Like, it was that bad. But yeah, very glad to be back. I really am. I mean, I always enjoy the winter holidays, but I think sometimes it always is just a lot. And I really had a great time. I always do, but like, I always get tired afterwards because it's just like a lot of planning for travel and dinners and gifts, and just, it kind of dominates. I mean, and I'm someone who really enjoys Christmas and I take it pretty seriously. So like, I kind of let it swallow up my entire December. In terms of both responsibility and leisure stuff. We're gonna put this thing on our team. But because of that, it's always nice coming back in January. And despite the weather and having to work on non-YouTube stuff, it's nice. It gives me a lot of clarity. Just, oh, we have all 3 Sinnoh starters now. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's just been nice having a lot of clarity. I would say, just to work on other projects that have nothing to do with the holidays, get my life in order, with even just like paying bills, cleaning my house. You know, it's just nice to reset at the beginning of the year. You had a really long fire department call, so there's that. Oh, are you currently a firefighter? That's pretty cool. Hopefully it went well. Fire is no fun. Celebrated New Year's at the beach with your friends. Yeah, only in Australia, right? That must be nice. That sounds really cool. Jam donuts and halal snack packs. Hell yeah. Love me some halal food. I think I had my first halal meal a few weeks ago too. I went to a burger place near me that is halal. To my knowledge, that was my first time eating halal food, I think. Yeah, no, Doily, you're fine. Maybe your stream was delayed, but yeah, I mean, you're totally fine now. I can see all your messages, got your nickname, so all good. So yeah, we have an Infernape, yay! Very useful for the gym. We have to keep Sir Fernando alive. If anything happens to him, that would be really bad. The next gym can be pretty tough. Alright, well, he's caught up with the rest of the team. Now we have to go to Iron Island pretty briefly. You're volunteer hoping to get paid. Oh, nice. Well, I hope it works out for you. Getting paid for your labor is always good. But yeah, volunteering is always a good way to get your foot in the door. if you can swing it, if you have the time to do stuff like that. That's what I did in college. I did like a whole volunteer job. Wasn't nearly as like, you know, hardcore as being a firefighter. I was like working in a newspaper, but still, if you can, you know, it's a good way to get a job offer. All right, well, nothing is going on here. I think we just have to do this little quest. Oh, that's it. Well, let's get an encounter. I don't want to do the stuff with Riley. We don't need to, unless there's good items. Hey, look, it's Mr. Bruh. We have him in the box. Already have one of those. Mighty Anna. Okay, that's our encounter. And we have a lot more people for the wheel. But yeah, Asa, to answer your question, yes. If I were to add World Leader back, I would use your art. It is great art. For those that don't know, Asa Wilson here in chat made some great fan art of World Leader, or Blissey, who has been on the team for a lot of this run, isn't currently, but may be again. And if we do, very good fan art. But yeah, thank you for saying you're here. We will spin the wheel. Since Doily, you got the last one, I will remove you from the wheel briefly. Who else is here? Asa, Brownie. Oh, Annie's here as well. I didn't say hi. Hello, Annie. How you doing? What Pokemon did we get? Oh, it was a Mighty Anna. So prepare for that if it lands on you. Think of a good name for Mighty Anna. Good luck, everyone. All right, Marina, congratulations. What do you want to name this Mighty Anna? Cool. Noche. All right, even I know that is night in Spanish. Like starting with an N. Very cool. Very fitting. Thank you, Marina. Cool. Well, we got Noche. I'm immediately going to turn around. We got Strength. I'm actually going to check to see if there's good items. I don't think there is. I'm looking on Bulbapedia very briefly. Like, if there's like a TM for something really cracked, we're gonna go get it, but I don't think there is. But that is kind of the point of the side quest with Riley, so I'm a little worried. So we got Strength, great. A lot of like money stuff. We don't need star pieces. Tiny Mushroom. TM for Iron Tail. I don't think we really need that. I mean, that'd be fine for the gym, but we don't really need it. Shiny Stone, Nugget. Yeah, we're fine. Wow, that's... yeah. That's fine. We will leave. I'm going to get up art for our new friend, Sir Fernando, really quick. So pardon the... me just sitting here for a minute. Tasty Kenter, hey, how you doing? Welcome in. You should make food like a sandwich, says Annie. Yeah, welcome back, Tasty Kenter. How you doing? Nice to see you again. All right. All right, and in the 6th slot to replace Gerson goes Sir Fernando. Boom. Very cool stuff. Let me catch up on chat really quick. Annie wants me to get an extension called BTTV that lets me add emotes and stuff. All right, well, I'm going to write that down. That sounds awesome. BTTV. All right, I will look into that. Oh, man. Tasty Kenter is still doing correctional officing. Yeah, I remember we talked about that on last stream. That's a tough job, man. You want to quit, but the money keeps reeling you in. Dang. I mean, I get it. Money is good, but yeah. Now, at a certain point, your sanity is more important than money. To a certain extent. I mean, you need money. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry that it's rough right now. Tam, what did you think about Chia's Rising? Please remind me what Chia's Rising is. That is not ringing a bell for me, ATM. Alright, I think actually we go in here. There we go. Chaos Rising. Still no, I'm sorry, Doily. Can you, yeah, please remind me what that is. Yeah. Can we fish on Iron Island, says Asa. Yes, we can, but we don't need to. We got our encounter in the cave. It was Mighty Anna. So we got our encounter for that area already. Alright, so he's going up there. And there's an explosion. Alright, so now we go to Lake Valor to solve this. Alright, Valor is the one near Pastoria, yeah? Alright, and I still have a few things in chat I would like to answer. So let me do that. Now ain't a good place to vent. There's some things you see in prisons that the free world can't understand, but I have stuff and friends to cheer me up, so I'm cool and more tired than traumatized. Alright. Totally makes sense. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad, hopefully, you can chill a little bit. You certainly deserve it. Yeah, hope you're doing alright. Yeah, I really do appreciate you hanging out. Let's see what else are people talking about. there's always like stuff in chat, and I don't want to lose it. How's the Nuzlocke been? Any crazy deaths? And about the project you're working on as well, catch me up briefly if you want. I certainly will. And I know Asa was asking about the project too. So I will happily talk about that in a second. Doily clarified that Chaos Rising fanfiction. Interesting. Yeah, post on the Discord. If you send it to me at some point in the Discord, I'm sorry. I slipped my mind. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I took a few weeks off of YouTube over the holidays, so a lot of things like that got lost. But please fill me in if you would like. Alright, I think we got some trainers here. Yep. How does roaming encounters work? That is a good question. We have not dealt with those yet, and I don't know if we will. We'll get to them when we get to them. Since it's randomized, it won't be anything of value. So, I mean, not necessarily. It's randomized, so it could be, it could not. So, I will handle it the same as any other encounter. If I get something on the route, I will not catch anything else. You know, the route is barred off, but if we didn't get anything, then I will be happy to obviously try and catch it. Yeah, I don't think there are roaming encounters in this game. I guess the lake trio, but that's only post game, and we're not going to be playing this in the post game, to my knowledge. Maybe they appear sooner. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm excited to see your winter art too, Brownie. I know a few of you are participating in the challenge. Really excited to see what y'all came up with. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, to answer Asa and Kenter's question, my project that I'm working on, my Fakemon region project. Yeah, I will lead off by saying I don't have a set date that it is premiering yet. However, with the volume of work that I got done, because I lied. I did a lot of YouTube stuff over winter break. It gave me a lot of clarity having that just space, time off of work to work on this Fakemon region project that I've been working on. And I was blazing through script writing and things of that nature. So it's looking really good, and I can definitively say it will premiere in the first half of 2026. I'm not going to set a premiere date until things are closer to being finalized, because as I've said time and time again, it's going to be, if you guys have seen Pokemon Cardinal from Hoops and Hip Hop, or Lore Keeper Toby's Pokemon Tempest, amazing series, check them out by the way. My series is basically identical to that in both scope and tone and format. I can promise that. So it's leagues above anything I've done for the channel before in a lot of ways. Because of that, I've been working on stuff behind the scenes to make sure that I'm not scrambling week to week, and it can, you know, premiere on the cadence of like a TV series, basically. It's gonna, once the first episode is announced, it's gonna come out, and then we're gonna get episodes every week, or at least every other week. I haven't decided yet, but the point is, I did a lot of work. The story is basically 99% done. I am commissioning voice roles, so stay tuned, y'all. I will say, like, it's basically this I can promise within the next I would say month, like by the beginning of March, really. So like a month and a half. Certainly by March, you will be receiving notifications from me inviting you to apply for unpaid cameos or longer paid voice roles for both major and minor characters in my series. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, that's my update, is that with the amount of work that I've done, literally every single Pokemon is done. All the artwork is done for both human and Pokemon characters. The story is mostly done. I'm just writing like one more episode this week and then sending it to basically my series producers so they can review it. But after that, yeah, then the floodgates open to me recording my narration and then firing off commissions for all the voice roles. And after that's done, you will see the first episode pretty soon after that. So yeah, again, not going to promise anything, but definitely I would say it's going to happen in the first third of 2026. You will, by, I would say, May, you will see the first episode. And obviously, this is going to be a big year for the canon Pokemon franchise, too. So things are going to coincide kind of with the buzz of Gen 10, which I think is both good and a bad thing. You probably don't care about this. This is me mulling it over as a creator. But I think it's good because it generates a lot of interest in the franchise for fans. So Pokemon YouTube is going to be popping, but at the same time, I think, I'm going to try to not let the real stuff that Pokemon is doing, that everyone's going to be excited about, overshadow what I am working on, which is a region of its own. I am introducing 100 new Fakemon at the same time that Pokemon's probably going to be introducing 100 new Pokemon. So, pros and cons to that. Alright, one more double battle than the admin. But yeah, I'm really excited. I really, after this last weekend, I got a lot done concerning this project. I really had to just hunker down and do it. I'm really proud of it. I really hope all of you watch it when it comes out. It's certainly the creative project I've been proudest of ever, but I'll put my money where my mouth is. That's why I'm kind of not really talking about it unless you guys ask. Until it's out, because I don't want to overpromise, but I can tell you that I've worked on quite a bit. Everything that I think you would want to see, as in, new Fakemon, new characters, a cool story. It's all there. I hope you like it. But I really am proud of it. I think it's something special compared to what I've done on the channel before. But yeah, enough about that. The point is, yes, voice roles are possible for all of you, so don't be shy about applying, whether you have voice experience or not. I don't require experience, I just require quality. I'm not going to just let people do it because they're interested. I will have everyone, even for cameos, to be honest, record the line. If you're doing a cameo, just record it, and it'll either be included or not, because it's not a huge time sink. It would probably take 5 minutes. I'm literally asking for a single line of dialogue. But for larger stuff, you will essentially have to audition, so you're not going to have to spend a whole lot of time doing stuff before you're possibly accepted, included, and paid for it. But I'm going to ask that people have good microphones, have a quiet background, and have, even if you don't have acting experience, I am expecting a degree of good acting for some of these major roles. So yeah, it's all good stuff. I really hope you guys are all excited for this. And yeah, Kenter, certainly want to have you, especially as a creator. I'm definitely going to be doing personal outreach to a lot of creators. Certainly will be reaching out to you to see what y'all might want to be interested in. All my creator mutuals and even some big name Poketubers hopefully are interested in lending a voice. Alright, I'm nervous for this, but I think... Yes, good job. Ooh, one shot on the effects board. That was awesome. Oh my god, my cat is going crazy. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Kenter, yeah, my cat goes insane when I stream. Hopefully he'll appear later. So now we have to schlep all the way up through the snowy route. Oh god, that's gonna take so long, but that's part of the fun. So we have to get strength, the TM on our HM on our team. That's okay. Where's the best place to enter Mount Coronet? I would say here. That's the closest, right? So yeah, let's heal up. Let's buy items. There we go. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Sea and Sky, and he's not excited for that. Okay, fair enough. Hey, I am, based off of what I've finally been exposed to from the leaks. It seems pretty awesome. I'm very excited for this year of Pokemon. Like, seriously, beyond what I'm doing, my huge magnum opus Fakemon region project, the canon franchise, I'm the most excited I've been about the future of Pokemon in years. I think ZA was very promising, and I really do expect Gen 10, Sea and Sky, to be pretty awesome. Sadly, this is also the same route, technically, as where we've been before, so no encounter here for us, but that's okay. It counts as the same route as the other side of Route 110, which is kind of obnoxious. Yeah, I think someone asked me in chat, where do you think Gen 10 is going to be set? I think we know based off of the leaks. And I think it's kosher to say it. I think most people know. And I don't even know for sure. I mean, I don't know that anyone does. But I think it's supposed to be Southeast Asia, which, if it's true, that, well, one, that is where I think it will be set. I don't think they're doing another Europe region. Or North American one. I hope they're not doing a North American one, because my Fakemon region is based off of a US state. So that'd be a bummer. But no, I think it's going to be Southeast Asia, like Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, I guess technically Brunei, New Guinea. Wow, my cat is screaming. But yeah, I think it should be really cool. I really enjoy tropical regions. Always have. Like Hoenn and Alola, so should be good. So we strength here. We have to learn a lot of HMs. Who can learn it? I think Cinder wants to learn this. Yeah, we can replace Swift. And we will probably... No, we don't even have Rock Climb. We don't need Rock Climb. Oh, I should buy... what am I doing? I need Repels. And maybe a few more... Oh no, there's no Mart here. I'm so dumb. Alright, let's start from Eterna City, I guess. Sorry, still catching up on chat here. Tint wants to know, on a scale from 7.8 to 10, how much water would you say your region has? Well, if you weren't asking as a joke, I will say... I caught the Hoenn reference, by the way, but I will say that despite it being based off of a place heavily associated with the water, aka coastal, I don't know why I said that so weird. It's not like Hoenn where it's essential to traverse. I don't think I have a single mandatory... Again, this is not a playable game, this is a video series, but I did map it out like it was a real game. And were it to be a real game, there would not be any mandatory water routes for traversal. They are not part of the main story. They are all kind of like optional side areas. So I tried to avoid a lot of watery stuff, but it's more so coastal. There's a lot of beaches and a lot of rivers and lakes and routes that are on proximity to the water, and therefore a lot of water Pokemon, but no routes where it's just like an open ocean that you're surfing through, if that makes sense, Tint. Yeah, good to know, Kenter, that you think I'll have no trouble getting big name tubers. I mean, you know, I really would like to aspirationally, even if they're down for just like a little cameo. Like I think this project. If you couldn't tell, I love talking about it because I'm so excited. But yeah, it's really like my love letter to the Pokemon world. Um, there we go. We got enough repels now. So because of that, I would really like to pay homage to all the creators who kind of inspired me to become a creator myself, as cheesy as that sounds. So it'd be cool to, you know, have a nod to them by having them appear in the series. That'd be really cool. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Kenter, you and I can certainly talk more offline about this. Just because, again, as a fellow creator, I certainly want to get you in for some kind of voice role. That'll be awesome. Also, Juwan, are you starting a channel? Ooh. You don't know what direction it's going to take. Pokemon, art, politics, religion, heritage, history, food, clothes. Interesting. Is this something you're set on doing? That'd be really cool. I don't want to waste the rock smash just to get that item. Oh my god, too bad we already got our encounter in Mount Coronet. Would have loved to have a Dragonair. That would have been really cool. Alright. This is actually not that much of a slog, if I remember. We don't have to go here. There's just items over here. Yeah, I was right. Not worth. You like the European regions, but you don't think they're executed well. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I mean, I agree. To be honest, I don't really like Paldea, even if the game wasn't glitched to hell and back. I just don't really like it as a region, because I don't think they really did justice to where it's based off of. Again, I will yap about my Fakemon region. I'm not, like, I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I did this the right way before the series is out. Again, I want to put my money where my mouth is. Like, you watch the series and decide for yourself if you like it. But I will say, I at least tried to give a huge sense of place to my region. Like, I really prioritized atmosphere and like this feeling of, you could really tell the vibes, like both like what the climate is, but also the culture, in a way that pays homage to where my region's based on. And yeah, this is where we found Reggie Ice later. And I don't think Paldea did that, which I think is a shame, because I think they tried on like the first few routes, I guess. Like Mesagoza is not bad, and like the beach where you start your journey, like the player's house looks beautiful, but it just like becomes kind of like a generic Fortnite map after. It's just very circular, and there's like a very even division between all these different exaggerated like biomes that I know Iberia doesn't have, you know. They don't have a real desert, and it kind of annoys me that they just like threw in a desert just because, you know, like, if that makes sense. Like, I think it would have been better if they gave it a sense of place and just been like, okay, well, there's no desert in real life Iberia, so we don't need to throw in the desert, you know, the generic desert to just complete our region. They could have just like really leaned into the very strong Mediterranean aesthetics of Spain and Portugal, and it would have been great. It's kind of like if you're trying to do a little bit of everything, it comes out a little generic, you know. To me, it really felt like a Fortnite map. And that's not to mention like how bad the cities were too. Like, except for Mesagoza, none of them are memorable at all. Like, all the architecture is repeated. It's kind of a mess. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't like Paldea so much as a region itself. And that's before even getting into how glitchy the games are. Of course, they're very kind of ugly and unplayable in my mind. But Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really like Scarlet and Violet, but that's okay. I hope whatever the next European region is, I'm sure we will be getting one at some point. I don't think it'll be Gen 10, but maybe the one after that. And yeah, have a good dinner, Issa. I'm sure I will see you soon, IRL. And if not, I will see you on stream next week. Let me see. Kenter, thank you for offering too. I'm just catching up on chat. You could do a visual roll a bit if needed. You can make some events or maps of the game here and there. Oh, nice. Yeah, thank you for offering. We'll certainly be chatting offline a little more. I'd love to pick your brain if you're interested in helping out, how you might be able to do that. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. It's like, what's great is that I have done most of the hard work myself, offline, almost. But there's definitely opportunities, you know, for a little more collaboration. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what, in terms of, like, the map is already made and all the Pokemon are made, and, you know, but yeah, we'll definitely chat, because I'd love to have you involve, Kenter. Yeah, it really takes a village. Like, I've done a lot of work behind the scenes that y'all don't know about, but I've done a lot of work thanks to not only people I've paid as professionals to commission stuff off, but also just some of my real life and also Discord friends just very graciously volunteering their time and being story consultants and even coming up with the main gimmick of the region. I will be getting more into that when the series premieres. I'm not going to talk about it now, but there is a gimmick just like Triastralization or Mega Evolution in my region, and I was stuck. I didn't have an idea for it, and I think it was one of my patrons came up with it for me on like a chat we had. So that was really cool. Very appreciative of everyone who's helped out. Yeah, Tint, you used to do that when you were younger, trying to force every biome in a region regardless of whether it fit. Few dark times. Yeah, no, totally. I get, yeah, I get it. It's the urge that every Fakemon creator has when they're creating a region of their own, because you want the biggest and the best region, and you also feel like, you know, this is again kind of a soapbox for my own region project, but I really kind of want to help out and give tips for burgeoning Fakemon artists or people who are doing region projects of their own, because now I've been through this creative process and I've learned. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to cram everything in your region for it to be awesome. And to have a full dex with every Pokemon type represented. You absolutely don't need to, like, say, have an icy mountain for there to be ice types. In fact, if you restrict yourself, you'll probably come out with a little more inspired concepts for your decks, and also your region will have a much better sense of place. That would have been a nice encounter too. Oh shoot. Oh no, this is actually kind of bad. Arena trap. Do we have a way to kill this? We do. Oh god, I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't mess with us. Phew. That could have been bad. Yeah, so I will say, I definitely, you know, had that urge when I started this region project nearly 5 years ago, and have since redeemed that by paring down the number of stuff that's in my region to be more in line with what my what my real my region's real place it's based on, you know, has. I will say I picked a pretty diverse spot in terms of a real life area. Like literally, like the place, the US state that my region is based on, really in real life. Ooh! Jeez, that could have been bad. It has a little bit of everything. Except, I will say, except for a tropical area. But everything else is there. Icy mountains, deserts, rainforests when they're not tropical. Like, seriously, beaches, a little bit of everything. Which worked out really well, because I feel like my region doesn't feel super exaggerated. Obviously, it is a little bit. But, yeah. I don't know. Excited for you guys to see the map. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Alright, I absolutely hate this part of the snow. Whew. Even playing on fast mode, it's so slow. That's crazy. Oh. Wow. Oh, Newcastle, Australia. All right, well, I hope you have a good trip, Juwan. I saw that earlier in chat. I was going to ask you whether you were talking about Newcastle, England. Because that is seriously far from where... Ooh, I should forget discharge for this. From where you live. Yeah, have fun. I don't know where Newcastle, Australia is. Although, actually, maybe I do. That's on the coast near Sydney, right? Am I crazy for thinking of that? Alright, well, that's essential. Too bad I was just sitting in the snow. It's weird. We really do need that TM, so it's nice to have it now. Alright, good thing we got rid of Gerson from the team, because, yeah, there's so many ice types here. Jeez. We do have to watch levels, too. We really do. Cap is 44, so I will probably not be battling with Fernando again before the gym. Alright, we're going the right way, though. We don't need to go to the Icy Rock, which is over there, to the right. Oof. I am not going to risk anything. I'm going to switch out, even though it's just a little Riolu. Oh, and we may have made it. Oh, we can get an encounter here, though, can't we? Because I don't think we've run into anything in the snowy area. Or in the upper snowy area. So let's do that. After this battle, of course. Wow, that thing is so frail. I'm not going to play around. Boom. Alright, just catching up on chat again. He says a region based off of Florida. Very diverse area. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, well, isn't Florida like mostly swamp? Like, you guys don't have any mountains or anything like that. Oh, that would have been cool. Wait, this is our encounter. What am I talking about? This is cool. Alright, we're gonna get a little tour check. I think I was almost gonna run from this. Alright, come on, Ultra Ball. Oh, nope. Oh, you're being fire spun. You can't be switched out. That's okay. I feel like I'm gonna kill it with anything, though, except for like a fire move. Even a low kick. So let's try to use a fire move. Why can't you be switched out? Did you use fire spin again? Okay, fine. Let's low kick it. There we go. Oh, hello Pikmin fan. How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, we got a good crowd, 22 people. So a lot of people to hopefully say they are here and put their name down for this beautiful wheel to nickname this Torchic. Think about a good name for male Torchic, and I will switch to our wheel. Not a picture of Infernape. Alright, so Juwan, Issa left, Tint, Asa, Brownie, Annie, Pikmin fan, Kenter, of course. Welcome to the wheel. I don't think you've been on it before. Alright, Gator Train is here. Nice. I'm just looking at chat to make sure we got everyone. Yeah, welcome back, Kenter. I will respond to you in a second. Yeah, everyone's on the wheel. Cool. It's looking pretty good. Think of a good name for a male Torchic. Alright. Goes to Pikmin fan. I feel like it's happened to you before where you spawn in to stream and then immediately get the nickname. You get that wheel luck. Alright. I'll put Doily back on. Congratulations, Pikmin fan. Think of a good name for this male Torchic. Yeah, Kenter, if you were AFK, yes, I did respond to your last thing, saying that you would, I think the last thing you said that was that you would be down to help out with stuff for the region, which, yes, very much wanted and appreciated. We will be chatting offline. Would love to connect with you about stuff. Yeah, feel free to message me on Discord. If not, I'll definitely message you later tonight when I'm done streaming. You want to name this thing Brewster? Pikmin fan. All right, cool. Brewster is, just like Sir Fernando, a very good candidate to help out with the gym, but do we really need two firefighting types? Hey. It's just funny. He's so impatient. It's like he knows that we can't come up and help him out. He's like, I am going to stop this criminal organization all by myself on this ledge that I know you cannot get up until you beat the gym. It's like he couldn't have waited until I got my badge too. I mean, it fits his character. It's just very funny. It's ridiculous. Wow, a lot of starters today. We are running into so many starters. Seriously. We've caught Chimchar and now Torchic. I think all we need is Trico and Mudkip. Well, and we're actually only like halfway there, but we have a lot of starters. We have all 3 of the Sinnoh ones, and I've been saying I wonder if we'll get all of them by the end. Alright, so we made it to 10. This is pretty cool. I am going to check my list of encounters to see if we can get anything here. Actually, I can just see by going to... No, we can't. That's okay. So what we can do is challenge the gym. So let's do that. Our team is looking good. I mean, really. Let me catch up on chat, and then we will go battle the gym. Yeah, Pigman fan was in Hawaii during last stream. All good. Hope you had a good trip to Hawaii. I would love to hear about that. Always wanted to go there. And Kenter says, Tam, are you ever just extraordinarily exhausted from work, but you're dying to do creative things you have no energy for? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, just like you, I have a day job outside of being a creator, and it can be very exhausting. I'm sure less exhausting than you as a corrections officer, but, you know, still with my 9-to-5 office job, you know, I do a lot of the same stuff I do for YouTube there, like writing and editing stuff and sitting in front of a screen all day. So sometimes, yeah, the last thing I want to do or have energy for is do YouTube, and it's kind of a bummer, but that's just life, I guess. Yeah, it's important to like carve out deliberate YouTube times, and honestly, I really have noticed, you know, unsolicited advice here, but like, I don't know, like, distance makes the heart grow fonder. Like I said, I really forced myself. I flew back home to visit my parents in a different state for the winter holidays, and I did not bring my computer, neither my day job work one or my personal computer that I use for YouTube. And I felt very recharged when I came back because the worst trait evolution ever. But yeah, I just noticed that I was so refreshed from having taken some time away that I was just like excited to start again, instead of it being like a thing where I was trying to force it when I was like obligated after work. You know what I mean? Juwan says you could still feel the taste of biryani on your mouth. What is biryani? Please remind me. I feel like I've heard of that before. It's Indian food, right? South Asian rice dish. Okay, nice. Yeah. Oh man, I love Indian food. That's really all I know. I mean, I haven't had other South Asian foods like Pakistan or Bangladeshi food. I'm sure I could get it near me though. There's a lot of like good South Asian cuisine in my area. Corrections is mostly standing around. The hard part is training and the 1% of times that things get real. That makes sense. I'm sure it's like being a security guard. I always think about that. Like you're just chilling until you're not, but then you're really not chilling, you know? It's a very different cadence from doing like a office job. You love foreign food. Anything not American is great. Yeah. The older I get, I mean, just like you, I live here in America, and I love American food. I've noticed, and I roll my eyes when people say that America doesn't have cuisine of its own. We really do. There's some great regional cuisine in this country, and even just basic American food, which honestly at this point I think includes pizza, but definitely like chicken wings, burgers, fries, all the stereotypical stuff, apple pie, like Thanksgiving food, a nice big roast turkey. Man, I love all of it. I really love American food, but yeah, it's nice to have non-American food too. I live somewhere again where there's a lot of cuisine from all over the world, but I would say especially from various parts of East and South Asia, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to just have those options, you know. Try some new foods. It's like seriously one of my favorite things to do. Yeah. Don't know that I've talked about it that much on this channel compared to my other non-Pokemon hobbies, but definitely I would say in the last year I've become very adventurous with food, and I would say like at least like once a week. If the paycheck allows for it, I will make a point to eat out somewhere new or eat out somewhere and at least try something new, and it's really nice. It's really nice. I think food is a massive part of just the human experience. And if you have the opportunity to try new foods, do it, because that is what makes life interesting. Alright, so Mr. Zap is at the level cap. That is okay. Snowrunt. I want to be careful with Fernando. I'll use Cinder. Skyline chili is amazing. Yeah, no, for sure. Like stuff like that. Like seriously, like I would say almost every state has some kind of regional cuisine of its own. Or at least, I mean, I'm from California. I mean, like, just fusion cuisine is a big thing there. It's like they kind of pioneered that, just like this concept of, you know, celebrating how many different cultures there are and just kind of blending it all together. It's really cool. And obviously, the US is so big that, like, all the different areas, like, have at least one natural animal or produce that is delicious. Like, I live here on the Northwest Pacific Coast. You know, the Washington, Oregon, Idaho area, where there's just a lot of lakes and rivers with salmon, which happen to be delicious. And yeah, I don't think you could get salmon as good as up here in most other places in the US, and I think that's the beauty of it. Just like how New England has crabs or clams. Oh, I gotta be careful. That could have been really bad. This thing is tricky to take out, actually. Ice is so bad that it has no natural resistance to water. I always forget. That's why I didn't use Gyarados at first. I'm going to heal up before we continue. Have I had Skyline Cincinnati chili? No, I have not, but I've heard the memes about Skyline chili, and I've also heard it's genuinely good. I love chili, I really do. And I'd love to go. I'm assuming you live kind of in that area, then, if you're talking about it. But yeah, someday, I really would like to get out. I've been to Cleveland. I love that city. It's really nice. But it really is on my list to go to Cincinnati. I really have always been a little fascinated with it. Like, it has great history. It seems like there's a pretty cool, like, downtown area with, like, these old historic buildings and, like, a trolley. It kind of reminds me of, like, Midwest, like, San Francisco or something, based off of the photos, at least. And, yeah, Skyline Chili is a good bonus. But the main reason I would go is because I'm a very big baseball fan, and I'd like to go out to their baseball stadium. I've never been. Oh, you're in Texas now. Miss home. Oh, okay. So you're from Ohio. Okay. Yeah. Well, Texas has a whole lot of good food too. That is one thing I can't get great food here is barbecue. And you guys do that really well, as well as Tex-Mex food. Oh my god. Just a big heaping plate of barbecue in essence. So good. Like a nice enchilada. Oh my god, I'm just hungry. 6 p.m. here, folks, and after stream, I'm gonna be ravenous. This is the fun of streaming, is chatting. I feel like we always talk about food, especially shout out to Juwan, who always is munching on some kind of interesting Australian snack. All right, so how do we destroy this one? Oh, we have to get up there. Which we will do by going there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Boom. Oh, so now from that spot, this was so much harder when I was a kid. And just like that, the gym leader is accessible. Cool, so let's link up her team. I'll catch up on chat, and then we'll get going. And fight Candace. A lot sooner than I expected, too. Wait, Tam, let me send you something you should try for this stream to see how it is. Check Discord. Super easy setup. Okay, I will do that. I will check my DMs right now. And all right, I think I'm caught up on chat. Yeah, okay, Kenter, you're from Cincinnati. Okay, that makes sense that you were raving about Skyline Chili then. That's cool. Yeah, no, like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about Cincinnati. I'd love to go someday. Speech chat. It reads the chats out loud. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, that would be good for like a stream like this where, you know, I'll do it. Why not? We'll see how it is. And if you also stream, if you can vouch for it, I'll do it. Yeah, let me connect it. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the stream that is live, like, right now. But yeah, give me a minute to do that. Why not? Arctic Pokemon region. Annie says it would be radically different because there would be no people other than researchers. You like the idea? Interesting. Yeah, if you want something kind of like that, like a region, it's not Arctic, but one where there's like no one but researchers and the pros there, go check out fellow creator of Froopy Arts Pokemon Amber series. It's a very cool... Alright, so it sounds like I set this up, so let me know how it is, guys. Thank you, Kenter, for the suggestion for this text-to-speech for chat, so that should be cool. Yeah, alright. Let's fight this gym. But yeah, check out Froopy Art's Pokemon Amber series. It's really cool. It's a region set in like a Jurassic Park Ela Nublar kind of thing. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's like, you know, based off of the Jurassic Park movies. So it's like this island where no one but like fossil professors are there because the entire dex is comprised of like revived fossils. really cool concept. I am furious that he got to it first, because it's like, that's the kind of thing I would have loved to have done. But seriously, shout out to Fruit Yards. It is a masterful series. It's huge inspiration for my region project. You should watch it so you know what to expect from mine in a few months. But it's a really well done series. Great fake mon. Voice acted as well. Streaming service is picking it up through browser. Okay, so do I have to turn volume on from my browser then? Maybe I do. Oh, Beast Merge. Okay, so Asa knows about Fruit Yards. Yeah, that's his gimmick from the Eclipse series. And to answer your question, would I ever work with him or collab? I definitely would. I'd love for him to have me on, or vice versa. But yeah, he's definitely a creator, an example of a... we've interacted a few times. I think I will definitely be hitting him up to see if he wants to voice something in my region, his little cameo. Why not? Yeah, Kenter, do I have to get this through my browser? All right. So there's that. Let me make sure it is hidden, but hopefully then... Yeah, I'm going to set it off stream, but thank you for the suggestion. I will definitely incorporate this for a future stream. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion, Kenter. Yeah, I can't figure it out right now, but that's okay. I will set it up ahead of next stream for sure. For now, let's focus on Candace and beating this gym. So I'm going to look up her team. Thank you, Brownie. I really appreciate it. I'm very worried for this gym. And then I'll catch up on chat one more time. Yeah, I love how much we've chatted today, y'all. It's been a very lively stream. Scary gym, though. Sneasel, Piloswine, Obama Snow, Frostlass. Ooh. Well, and of course the Frostlass has Psychic to counter my Infernape, but that's okay. And the Sneasel has Aerial Ace. That's just lovely. So, oh my god, so many this is a really tough gym. Piloswine has Stone Edge to counter my Gyarados. It's just rough all around, but we'll... And of course, Abomasnow is Water Pulse. They all have a counter move. But let's just do it. Let's just do it. We have no other choice. And we will turn on the game music, of course. Good luck against Cynthia. Yeah, well, I hope I don't wipe against Cynthia. We'll see. I will say, if we beat this run, this will be the first time I've ever beat a Sinnoh or a Sinnoh-based challenge run, and a big part of that is Cynthia. I've wiped on her more than once. Yeah, Tint wants to see an Italy-based region. That's cool. I would love Italy. Yes, only encounters are randomized in this run. That's, yeah. So it's only half of a randomizer. I didn't want to do a full one. It just felt, that felt too random to me. It's not a joke, by the way. I wanted to play Platinum, like the game, but I wanted to, like, do it in a way where I would switch up my experience to a partial extent. Abomasnow sets up Snow Cloak. Well, that's awesome. I really... Thanks for letting me know. I just don't know what to do about that. It's... Alright, well this thing is actually kind of a pain because it knows quite a few counters. Does it even know an ice move, though? Hail and Avalanche, of course it does. So, we're just going to have to tough it out and hope the Stone Edge isn't too bad. Gyarados is so strong, I think we can maybe one-shot it. But man, this gym is such an upgrade from her gym in Platinum, or in Diamond and Pearl. Alright, so just Aqua Tail and Prey, basically. Intimidate can help out a little bit, right? Because Stone Edge, yeah, it's a physical move. Alright, it doesn't matter, though. One shot, 2 down. This is looking good. So now we just burn Abomasnow. I think we can do that. Alright. Well, my strongest, fire move here is Flame Wheel. Not ideal. But it still goes down in one shot. Okay, so it's now really just Frostlass. So let me review her moveset. Shadow Ball, Double Team. Blizzard and Psychic. So Snow Warning is an effect, so yeah. It has a Citrus Spurt. Damn, okay. Oh, I think we just bite it with Carla. I think we just bite it with Carla. Is it an L take that Gen 4 battle music kind of sucks? Oh, that I wouldn't say it's an L take, it's a hot take. You're entitled to it. But I will say I think the root and the like atmospheric, the slower music, like the caves, the lakes, all that in this game. The roots are all really good. Super jazzy and fun. I think this is one of my least favorite regions for battle themes, though. Especially like the gym leader theme. Like, Cynthia's theme is great, obviously, but I think all the other battle themes to me are either unmemorable or kind of not really my thing. Let's see how much this does. Its composition is fine, it's the instruments. Oh, interesting. You just don't like the sound front of the DS. Yeah, it's very, it has its own sound. It's really, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think some parts of it, I don't like the sound of, like, the battle theme with, like, the drums and stuff like that. But I think, like, the more complex arrangements, like, the, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about with music, but... Yeah, like the, oh shoot. Alright, I think you can survive this, Carla. Oh no, but not with Blizzard. Or Ice Hail. No! No! No, 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 no! No, Carla, no! No! That was entirely preventable. No. Oh. I got a little too cocky, there's the thing. That's why that happened. Do I have a move that has perfect accuracy or something? Your attack is much better. Oh no. I got way too cocky there. Why is Emo here? That is a good question. I don't know. I should have switched out Emo, to be honest. Luigi has no business here either. Yeah, we made it eat the citrus berry, which is good. Mr. Zap is... Oh! No! No! Chat? Oh no. This is bad. I think we just, it's all or nothing. We have to kind of send it with Fernando and just blast this thing to death. This Frostlass is crazy. Honestly, this is mostly on me. I could have been a little more prepared for this gym. I should have swapped out Emo for our new, like, Empoleon or something, but, like... Whew. This thing is pretty bulky, too, no? No? Okay, well, thank freaking God. Oh my God. But there goes Carla and Mr. Zap. That's really upsetting. Oh. So yeah, we'll end stream by rebuilding our team a little bit. Could have been avoided. Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. No, I mean, I will take responsibility for Carla's death, but Mr. Zap I really thought would hang in there. That was an unlucky crit. But I should have been more confident to just send it with Fernando, because he ate that Psychic much better than Mr. Zap ate whatever that was, a Blizzard. Oof. Well, we got 7 badges. We are chugging along on this adventure. I'm glad we didn't wipe there, I'll say that. Yeah, off to the lake now, I guess. 7 badges, 7 deaths. Yeah, Willie will be joining the team for sure. You don't have Sucker Punch. No, I don't. We don't have a single Pokemon that had Sucker Punch, but that would have been a good strat had we had it. Yeah, Brownie, what are you painting mini figurines of? Oh, alright. Yeah, World Leader may be coming back. Let's take a look at the box. I won't promise anything. Alright, so Mr. Zap and Carla need to be said farewell to. Alright, first, Carla. Once again, I use a Gyarados in a challenge run for what? The 3rd time now. And for the 3rd time, it suffers an untimely death. Powerhouse of the team. Dependable as always. And I'm glad you got to see your full potential. You were crazy with Aquatail for a minute there, but sadly, your time came, and I'm sorry for that, Carla. You were one of the OG team members dating back to like the 1st or 2nd gym, so we will avenge you for sure. Carla came back. No! Oh, it's because you know Surf. Oh, that breaks my heart. So we'll just consider you dead. May not be able to release you for a little bit. Yeah, we will rename this box The Good Place. And I will change the wallpaper. to something nice and pure. Why not? Okay, so there you go. And then your friend Mr. Zap, who wasn't on the team for very long, but I was very impressed with. I never used an Electivire, but I was always very allured by them. Just an awesome Pokemon. Looks cool, is cool, very strong. Seriously, I fulfilled a childhood dream by using one. I, for some reason, just never got to until now. So I will always remember you, Mr. Zap, my first Electivire. We will do the run in your honor as well. Goodbye, Mr. Zap. Alright, so we have a team of 4. Certainly one ad is Willy. I'd like another electric type. We could just run with 3. We could have 4 fire starters. We have every fire starter. How about that? But we won't do that. Could add World Eater back. Jesse or Unwanted are good too. Psychic options. I feel like those aren't actually bad ideas. I'm gonna go with Unwanted. It's a strong Pokemon. So we're gonna end stream. Your death boxes are a fiery volcano that are labeled death. That's just 2 different approaches. Both are valid. Yours is more entertaining. I'm just too wholesome for that. I get too sappy about these challenge runs, but all right. Well, sounds like Brownie and both Doily have to go. So thank you both for tuning in. I will be wrapping up in a minute after we evolve Willy. We'll end the stream on a high note by evolving Willy. But yeah, after that, gonna end my stream because I am starving. But yeah, thank you both for tuning in. Hope you have a lovely evening, and yeah, I will be streaming next week, as I always do. Back on the grind now, weekly streams. Probably not gonna do the stream this weekend, but you will see me a week from today. And thank you, Doily, for putting the fanfic on Discord as well. If I have time, I will certainly be checking that out. Hope you have a good night. You want to learn Fury Attack again? No. I don't want you to do that. What is the next level cap? I think it's like pretty high. It's like 49 or something. But the point is, we have a lot of levels to go. And yeah, thanks for letting me know, Kentura. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. If not today, then certainly tomorrow to chat about FakeMon region stuff. Yeah, again, as a fellow creator, would love to have you in some capacity. We'll definitely chat about that. Boom. We have an Empoleon. So we could have a team with three Sinnoh starters if we want. I could like replace Luigi with Gerson, which tactically, to be honest, would be a better move. Well, actually, if we have Cinder and if we have Luigi, then Sir Fernando is kind of redundant. So I'm gonna swap him out probably. Yeah, we'll find one other Pokemon to include on the team. Now that World Eater and actually, so we'll bring back a World Eater in that slot. Yeah, bye Annie. Hope you have a good night as well. If people want to hang out, you're not gonna see anything too exciting, but just gonna train up the rest of the team, aka stuff them with candies, and then resume team building for a moment. Alright, so I want everyone to be level 44 because we have some room to grow. But yeah, bro is a hungry boy. I am starving. Why would I want to hit a dark type? Calm mind, absolutely. Oh. Kenter, you're the goat. Yeah, what Kenter said, like the stream, everyone. I feel like that happens so often on streams where someone else, often another creator, will come in here and like tell people to like the stream on my behalf because I always forget. But yeah, thank you for doing my job for me. Appreciate it. Yeah, like the stream, everyone, before we end. That would be a great way to avenge Carla and Mr. Zap. And all of a sudden, Unwanted is just looking crazy good. Alright, that's a good looking team. So Fernando's going to go back in the box. I will be changing out icons on the bottom screen off stream. So for our final slot, but yeah, good to have you on the bench. Although tactically, I feel like the team would be better with you on it and also Gerson instead of Luigi. We could really use a ground type. Yeah, I hate to bench Luigi. You could very well come back at some point. But I think we could just take all we could get. So we will have... Well, although we have Cinder too, so we don't... It's like, then do I want to get rid of Cinder? If I get rid of Luigi, I have to bring back Fernando for the fire type, or the fighting type. Is the next gym going to be a ground gym? No, the next gym is electric, I think. Shoot, this is kind of tough to figure out. I think maybe we just do an overhaul. Maybe we get rid of Cinder for now. But then for what? It's good to have all these options, but... Well, that's a good looking team, actually. Yeah. Only had an electric type, but I don't. Yeah, then we have some of the OGs that are just sitting on the bench. Mr. Bruss, Cinder, and Luigi. And that's okay. I mean, we can bring them back. I always feel bad about benching longtime team members, but... they can be back at some point. I think the opportunity to use 3 Sinnoh starters in tandem is pretty awesome. So, yeah, we will run with this team. And we will put them in order of seniority as well. On screen. Oh, I'm going to level up these two and then I'm going to call it a stream. How about that? All right. Yeah, there we go. Healing Wish. No. You're gonna faint? Hell no. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, good to have World Eater back, especially without a ridiculous HM clogging up her move slot. She was running Rock Smash before, for those that don't know, which is terrible. So yeah, let's actually load everyone up with... Problem is, it's kind of an investment in these games, because TMs are not repeatable, so if they die, like, that's it. But let's start with the stuff we have to do. So we have to learn Surf. So Willie has to learn that. That's okay. You can forget Water Sport for that. I think we need Strength, but we'll wait for that. X-Scissor would be pretty awesome. No one can learn that. Yeah, World Leader is kind of the team captain. I think been there since the very first episode. So what else can we do? I think Aerial Ace is always fun to run on a Infernape. You need a stronger fire type move. World Leader can learn Thunderbolt. It's good to know. I don't really want to do that right now. And obviously everyone can learn Toxic. I feel like World Leader should know Toxic, to be honest. You're basically a stall. But I'm not willing to forget any of these moves right now. Well, Sing is kind of terrible. Too risky. Let's do Toxic. Great. Cool. So, yeah, look. Our team is looking really good. Made some great substitutions. It is looking really good. We have some great veterans on the bench who are now enjoying possibly retirement, but also they are on standby in case anything happens. We are in a very tough stretch of the game. So things are looking good. Thank you for hanging out today. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you had as good of a time as I did. Yeah, good to be back streaming. I will be streaming next week. Look out for an upcoming video. It's the results of the latest Winter Art Challenge. And of course, more news in the coming weeks and months. Coming weeks for auditions for voice roles for my Fakemon region. So all good stuff on the channel. Thank you for hanging out, all of you. Asa, Tint, Juwan, Brownie, Kenter, Annie, Pikmin. Really appreciate it. Gator Train. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I will see you next week. See ya.